So AMD reported earnings and guess what? They missed and lowered guidance. I'm just kidding. They beat and actually raised full year guidance as well. They beat on every aspect. So they beat on earnings per share $1.13 versus an estimated 91 cents. Revenue $5.9 billion versus an estimated $5.52 billion. Did you really expect something else? No, it's a tremendous business, tremendous management, and tremendous execution. As you will see in this report, we also have for the first time some numbers with regards to the acquisition of Xilinx, their largest ever acquisition. It's now completed, so we're going to have a look at those numbers and see in the next coming quarters how that performs as well. Obviously, the full year guidance that's updated, they do expect Xilinx to play a part in that, a positive part that is. Now, with GAAP and non-GAAP, you might see some mismatch here and there, but I'll add more details to that. Now, before I jump into the numbers, I would really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button. We're almost at 21,000 subscribers. And if you enjoy this type of videos, maybe hit that thumbs up button as well. I would really appreciate that. Now, let's have a look at some numbers, shall we? So, as always, this is something very familiar. Our best ever product portfolio. It's always their best one because, well, they keep improving, so it makes sense, right? These are the various segments: data center, client, gaming, and embedded. Now let's have a look at the big summary here. So year over year, revenue increased 71% to $5.9 billion and 22% quarter over quarter. Now gross margin was 48%, up 2 percentage points year over year and down 2 percentage points quarter over quarter. Non-GAAP, that's actually up 7 percentage points year over year and 3 quarter over quarter to 53%. Now with regards it being down quarter over quarter for the gross margin of 48%, that's primarily due to amortization of intangible assets and acquisition related costs. And you're going to see that in a lot of similar metrics here. It's most of the time that explanation. Operating income $951 million or 16% of revenue, and record non-GAAP operating income of $1.8 billion or 31% of revenue. Record operating cash of close to $1 billion, record free cash flow of $924 million, quite a nice increase year over year as well. Cash equivalents, and short-term investments of $6.5 billion. And then the financials excluding Xilinx is revenue $5.3 billion, up 55% year over year. So you see it's already adding quite a significant positive impact on the business if you include it. Those are the numbers at the top. Then non-GAAP gross margin, non-GAAP operating income is obviously doing a bit better because of what we said before with the amortization of intangible assets and acquisition related costs. The company also repurchased $1.8 billion of stock, $8.3 billion in remaining authorization. Obviously, if they do feel that the company is fairly valued and the stock is cheap, so why wouldn't they buy more? So far so good, right? The numbers, the major overview. Can't really go wrong with this one. Now let's go over all of the various segments there and see how well that performs. But first, I want to thank The Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. The Motley Fool is a company that provides investing insight and stock recommendations for investors of all skill sets and risk levels. You all know how much I love researching new stocks and trying to find the next best investment. So I'm proud to partner with The Motley Fool to bring you 10 free stock picks from their popular product, Stock Advisor. Now, Stock Advisor has beat the market by more than 4x. So all you have to do is go to fool.com/couchinvestor to get your free 10 stock picks now. So first up, we have the computing and graphics segments. Revenue of $2.8 billion, that's up 33% year over year, driven by Ryzen and Radeon processor sales, up 8% quarter over quarter, driven by Ryzen processor sales. Then the average selling price also grew year over year and quarter over quarter, driven by a richer mix of those same processor sales. If you're a gamer or if you bought a new PC, etc., you've probably seen the prices rise as well. And then obviously with GPU ASP, it's also up because of their high-end Radeon processor sales, but it's down quarter over quarter due to a lower mix of data centers GPUs. Now with regards to operating income, That was $723 million or 26% of revenue for this segment. And as for enterprise, embedded and semi-custom segment, that one is actually up 88% year over year and 13% quarter over quarter, driven by record EPYC processor semi-custom and embedded revenue of $2.5 billion. Operating income here was 35% of revenue, which equals $881 million. And as you can see right here, 70 new AMD-powered cloud instances also launched from Alibaba, Amazon, Azure, Google, and others. And now first time we actually got some numbers from their major acquisition here, which closed on Valentine's Day. Pretty funny. So Xilinx adds multiple high-margin long-term revenue streams spanning a new set of markets for AMD. It generated $559 million of revenue for the 6 weeks of Q1 2022 after the transaction closed. Operating income of $233 million, and on a pro forma basis for the full quarter, Xilinx generated just over $1 billion of revenue, up 22% year over year. And now we get the major overview of the trend of the business. And as you can see, it's trending upwards quite nicely. No real, point of slowing down. Gross margin is trending up as well. Again, the explanation for this was given at the start of this video. Then if you look at earnings per share, this is GAAP, same thing. But if you look at non-GAAP, stairs on the way up. Now, it's very important to note that AMD right now is growing extremely fast, but it is also becoming more and more profitable, right? Operating income up triple digits, operating margin up 9 percentage points, net income up triple digits, earnings per share up triple digits as well. And this is what happens when you have 1, great management, great leadership, 2, great products, and 3, a growing market with extremely high demand. Now, most of you know, I hold Intel shares, which if Intel had Pat at the top of the company in the last 5 years, probably would have been much better off. But obviously right now they have to play catch up, invest a lot, and that's why Intel's earnings report doesn't look nearly as good as AMD's one. But enough of me being jealous of AMD, let's have a look at guidance for next quarter and for the full year. So for Q2, they expect revenue of $6.5 billion, beating estimates of $6.38 billion, gross margin of approximately 54%, again that's non-GAAP. And then for the full year, they expect revenue of $26.3 billion, growth of 60% year over year. Now that's a huge increase from their previous guidance, because their previous guidance was growth of 31% year over year. But now, driven by the addition of Xilinx and higher server and semi-custom revenue, that's why they expect it to be much higher. Same with gross margin, it's now 54%. The previous one was 51%. So all in all, pretty good quarter by AMD, even better guidance, which is now expecting basically to, not just grow by 31%, but they doubled that to 60% year over year. So quite astonishing there. Now, yes, the stock might be down from its all-time highs around 43% or so, but the business itself is doing extremely well. When I'm filming this, I believe the stock is up 6 or 7% or so. Again, that might change during the day or during the time you're watching this video. But again, don't look at the short term, look at how the business has been doing the last couple of quarters. And their guidance right now is just blowing things out of the water. AMD again, great leadership, great management, great products, great market, a growing market that is expected to grow each and every year, and its importance as well. So to conclude, if you're an AMD shareholder, you cannot be more happy. Maybe you're going to pick up more shares. Do let me know down in the comments below. Have you been buying? Have you been selling? I doubt anyone has been selling AMD shares lately, but if you did, do let me know down in the comments below. If you enjoy this type of videos, maybe leave it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, maybe hit that subscribe button. Maybe do check out both of those videos here, and I see you all in the next one. Bye bye.